Hey, I'm your host, Tiki Addison, and welcome back to another episode of Brown Sugar Hustle. Today, we are diving into something that's going to totally change the way people look at your business. We are talking about branding. Branding, it's not just a logo, but it's how your business makes people feel. It's the vibe, it's the voice, the visual, a story that sticks even after they hit, skip, or scroll past. Today, we're breaking it all down so you can create a brand that not only feels good with you, but the people you want to serve. So let's get into it. Branding. What is it really? Branding is the emotional identity of your business, not just the visuals. Think of branding as your business personality. It is what makes your audience feel something. You calm, inspired, confident, empowering when they react with you. Your brand isn't just your logo. It includes the colors you see, the fonts, your tone of voice, your story, and what you value as your business. So if Brandon was a person, you'd have to think about how would it dress or how would it speak when it walks into a room. That's what we're creating here, an identity that people can connect with. So, how do we pick your branding vibe? Your branding vibe sets the mood. What do you want people to feel when they see your business? It's all about an emotional connection. Do you want your brand to feel luxurious and bold, earthy or grounded, or something fun and flirty? Your vibe should match your ideal customer. If you sell soft, handmade products, then your vibe probably shouldn't be harsh and neon. So, try to pick three words that represent your brand. These words can kind of guide you in your choices in visuals, the content, packaging, and the captions. So here's a mini exercise. Ask yourself, what are three feelings that I want my customers to experience when they actually interact with my brand? Examples: confident, glamorous, feminine, or minimal, powerful, peaceful. Or we can go with bold, energetic, and bright. Your vibe is your magnetic force. So it either pulls people in or repels the wrong ones. And both are kind of good. So let's talk about colors and palettes. Pick colors and palettes that represent your brand vibe and keep them consistent. So with colors, you kind of want to choose 3 to 4 colors, right? A primary color, an accent color, a neutral color, or a background color. That sets the emotional tone for your brand. For example, if you're choosing pink or gold, that may equal feminine, luxury. Sage and beige can kind of represent natural and grounded. Or if you're shooting for black and red, that can equal bold and powerful. Really good tools to use that I like to use a lot is Canva. So Canva has a lot of great choices on there. And when you're choosing your fonts, you want to go with 2 to 3 fonts. A bold one for the headlines, a clean font for the body, and then the optional could be like a pretty script or accent font. Don't change fonts and colors every week. We have to keep it consistent. Brand recognition comes from repetition. People really recognize your content even without seeing your logo. Okay. Logos, photos, and visual consistency. You don't need a fancy logo, but you do need visual consistency. With your logo, you want to kind of keep it simple. Again, use Canva, Looka, or Fiverr to create a cool logo. Those are some really good websites. Your logo should be readable in black and white in small sizes. For photos, choose a photo style that's either bright and clean, you want moody or dark, or natural and soft. Edit your photos with the same filter or light setting to stay visually consistent. And then you want to kind of keep a brand folder. And in this brand folder includes color codes, your fonts, logos, 10 to 15 reusable photos that match your vibe, and templates for posts and graphics. That kind of keeps everything together, okay? So the brand folder can really help you. Listen, don't chase perfection. Done and consistent is better than fancy and forgotten. Next, we're going to talk about your brand voice. Your brand voice is how your business talks. Keep it real and keep it consistent. So think about it. If your brand were texting a customer, what would it sound like? Would it be friendly and casual, uplifting and powerful, or luxe and sophisticated? How do you actually build this voice? So think about your ideal customer. How do they talk? Use their language in your posts, emails, and the captions. Make your tone consistent in your replies, your bios, and your sell pages. So here's a mini exercise. Write 2 captions in your brand voice. One that's casual and fun, and one that's direct and sale focused. Remember, if you try to actually sound like somebody else, your brand will feel fake. So be you, be clear, okay? That is what builds connection. And speaking about connection, let's talk about your brand story and your mission. Your story and your mission is what people actually connect to. So you have to ask yourself these questions. Why did I start this business? What do I believe in? What problem are you solving or transformation are you offering? People just don't buy products. They actually buy stories. Your story helps them connect with the brand on an emotional level. So try this framework. Say, I started this business because, give your reason. I want to help people feel, then the reason. When you buy from me, you're not just buying a product, but you're actually joining a mission. So understand that your story is your real superpower. It makes you stand out in the sea of sameness. So don't hide it, share it. So let's go over the branding checklist, right? Let's recap what we covered for this session. Number 1, you want to define your brand vibe in 3 feeling words. Number 2, choose a color palette, 2 to 4 colors. 3, select 2 to 3 brand fonts. Number 4, create or visualize your logo. 5, organize your brand photos and keep your visuals consistent. Number 6, you want to define your brand voice. And number 7, write your brand story or your mission. So for this week, I want you to take and create a mini brand kit. Pull together all of your colors, your fonts, your voice, and your story, and then post it into one branded online content piece. Tag me in your handle so I can shout you out and root you on. Okay? And again, we want to share the glow up. So that is all for today. But next week episodes, we're going to dive into actually making your business official. We're talking about EINs, accounts, domains, and licenses. So you don't want to miss it, because you deserve to feel something real, something that's protected, and something powerful. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's session of Brown Sugar Hustle. Until then, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep showing up for yourself.